Good morning. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining us. We have so many good slides. It took us an extra minute or two to pop them in there. Connor B, Brady Huck, breaking it down. I want to talk outside markets. I'm going to back out, drive the charts. We have a USDA report at 11 o'clock. Advanced Trading ATI ProMedia is going to go live at 10:55. We're going to break down the numbers. You're going to get to watch it real time. Couple things that are very concerning. You're all out there in the ag space worried about the number. I am worried. Why is gold up $43? Why is silver up $1? Why is crude up $2.50? Why is natural gas up $2.50? We have a blizzard, and the title of today's show is Blizzard of Information. Connor, Brady, welcome to the show. You guys take over. Looks like we have a good bunch of people watching. I will click and drive from behind. If you want me to pop back on, just give me a holler.
We always want you, Tommy, so we'll just go ahead and count on that. But you want Tommy, you want to touch? We'll let him talk outside markets later. Brady, we got a USDA report. I don't know if you've heard.
Today's the day.
Today
We've been waiting for it for a while.
day.
One of the biggest reports of the year. Got a couple of them each year, but yep.
Yeah,
this is a big
absolutely. Let's deep dive. You want to start? Just start break down some of these numbers.
Okay. Yep. Snapshot of estimates for today's reports. Going to be eyes on U.S. supply adjustments. Any adjustments the USDA makes to the 23-24 balance sheet. Looking back at the December carryout, 2.1 billion bushel carryout for corn ending stocks. Trade's looking for similar to maybe a little smaller carryout there. Beans and wheat, the average estimate is unchanged, but the ranges are big. And which side of those ranges will the estimates and the numbers fall on for the U.S. balance sheet? That could dictate how the market reacts.
Right.
South America is going to be another number to watch in there. I don't think they're on this little snapshot.
No,
but definitely watching to see what the USDA changes there.
And we had our head of research, Cesar Cruz, did a longer breakout. If you want to do breakout more of the balance sheet, I encourage you to watch that one. But yeah, speaking of South America, right? We had CONAB estimates earlier this week. They're much lower than what the USDA was in December. They're lower than even what we have in range of estimates going to USDA. So interesting to see. We'll be paying close attention to what South America is. And then at the top, the 23 crop production, right? When I look at that, Brady, I see the average estimates. It's a narrow range on where they think the 23 crop is going to come in at, right? Where December estimate was a 15.2 on corn. Average estimate is right in that range, and not a big range on that, right? Most analysts are not expecting any big move in that. That doesn't necessarily mean that we're not going to see any big moves, right? Sometimes it's the opposite. When traders expect a narrow range and they come in with a curveball or something like that, that's when we could see fireworks in the market.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. What's going to surprise the trade? What are they not expecting, and which way is the boat tipping too heavily? Absolutely. I'm wondering, as soon as we get past this report, 2023 is old crop. It's old news. It's behind us. We're going to have some demand adjustments going forward, but it's a great pivot point into 24 and looking out to next year as we get this report behind us.
Yep. This report also is going to be the final yield number, right? We're going to know it'll be set for 2023, and we'll see where they come in with that. If you can remember, if we do a quick history lesson on 23, they slowly lowered yield going into November, December. We've raised it the past couple reports slightly. So we'll see where that is. Are they going to continue to raise the yield? Or just keep it unchanged. So we'll see where that is.
Yep. Like Tommy hinted real quick, I want to throw this up. I think live at 10:55. We're coming back in live at 10:55. Connor, Tommy, myself.
Yes.
Break down the reports for you all when they come out. Then ATI is going to come back after the close, and we'll have some commercial brokers doing a deeper dive of the report numbers afterwards.
Giving us a little more color there. Yeah. So make sure to tune in for that one. Here's a chart. I love to look at this one. This is the average price movement the day of the USDA report. So we can see how much it moved. Did we go up and down the past 15 years, right?
So that's March January report.
Correct.
March corn futures, is that right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So go ahead.
Looks like it moves or it doesn't, right? It's either a 20, 30, 40 cent move or nothing. So maybe, which side will it be on today? Will it be a dud? Or
if it's low volatility, high volatility, up, down, It's honestly a crapshoot. Don't mess with trying to trade a USDA report, right? Your marketing plan should not be different or shouldn't be changed because you have a bias going into this report. It is a coin flip. The USDA, it's near impossible to predict what numbers we're going to see here in 2 hours. I'm sorry. So, but as we can look at that, the big negative, we really haven't had a big negative report. 2012, 10, 9, right? I hope that doesn't mean we're due. I'm not even going to say that. We're not even going to talk about that. But really, the past 10 years, outside of a couple of years, it's been a low volatility for corn.
Mm-hmm.
So similar on beans. It's been a little bit more positive, a little bit more movement, but similar story looking at that, right, Brady?
Yep, very similar. 20, 40, maybe 60-cent moves versus versus corn at 20 to 30. Yep.
And then leading into the report, right, we're not expecting a whole lot of moves. The traders, the market's going to wait to digest that information. We've got corn down a little bit. Beans are up 3, call it 4. We got March beans up close to 4, and so we will see where that is. What we got here, we got Tommy driving in the background. We've got May corn, it looks like, and we're May beans. I am
May
sorry,
beans, yeah.
May, and so
certainly some downside left there on the chart. Going back to that May timeframe, it looks like that we could go retrace. But boy, howdy, we've had a heck of a move lower since the fall. There.
Yeah. And
What's
D's 24.
D's 24 corn.
Yep. D's 24 corn. We're sitting right here at 488. Previous low, was it earlier this week? Was it a 486? It'd be very nice to hold that level, and maybe getting even a little bit of a bounce would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What else are we doing? This is fun. We got Tommy just pulling up charts and we're breaking them down.
We don't know where we're going, but yeah.
With that, we got a few questions, Brady, if you want to break them down. Luke, happy Friday, Luke. Hope things are good with you. Last year wasn't very profitable for the safrinha corn crop. Are corn prices low enough to discourage safrinha corn acres this year?
Yep. I read some commentary, and I'm by far an expert on really anything, but read some comments about safrinha corn being kind of like double crop beans, where we don't attribute a cost to them. We plant them, we don't attribute a cost. It is what it is. And I think the South American farmer is going to look at it the same this year. The biggest concern to me about the safrinha crop is when will harvest come, and when will the bean harvest come, and when will we get that crop in, and will it push it out into that drought, that dry season. But so the safrinha crop is a massive crop down there, and very very influential to the U.S. corn export program.
Cesar talked yesterday. He did a fantastic job of breaking that down. Safrinha crop, right? If I'm practicing up my Portuguese, means little crop, but it actually accounts for around like over 70% of their corn production. It's by far and away their biggest corn acre, and it's the one that it's their main thing that they export. That's their exportable corn crop. This first corn crop that they've started planting and doing that. Most of that stays in house. The safrinha crop is one they're going to handle, is one they're going to export. One thing that Cesar made a great point on with this late planted bean acres and late planted bean crop we saw in Brazil, right? That has repercussions, and so as it will continue to push back that safrinha corn crop planting. So if you're looking for opportunity, Luke, right, we could see that export window hopefully possibly widen this summer to where maybe we have a better shot this summer at being the main exporter of corn if they have that late planting on the safrinha corn crop. So
hey Luke, before we go, send us an email, info@atipromedia.com. We want to know who you are and where you're from, and we want to get more information to you. So make sure you send us an email. We'd love to get in touch with you.
Absolutely. Thanks for the comment. Okay, I think with that, Brady, unless Tommy G wants to jump back on, we'll see you guys again at 10:55, breaking down the report.
I got one more thing before we jump real quick, if you got time for it. There's this overlay here. This is a snapshot of the week 2 corn options. Take that ticker off the bottom there. But it just highlights the 470 call open interest out there. There's 6,000 call open interest on the week 2 they expire today at the close, at the market close. We saw an increase of 4,000 contracts yesterday. They traded for around a penny. But just really interesting option activity going into a report. Typically, when options are coming off, you see open interest decline, and somebody put a bet out there that they either would or would not see 470 today. So, be an interesting day. We'll be back at 10:55.
Absolutely. All right. Hey, everyone, have a good one.
Thanks for joining us. We're here every day, 9 a.m. Central. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.